o'clock, the Los Angeles City Fire Department responded here to the 500 block of Western Avenue for a reported shooting. Early on, there was a lot of preliminary information whether this had been an active shooter or not, because when individuals had called 911, they did hear bullets that were continuing to go off. That is a low-frequency, high-risk type event. Unfortunately, this was not an active shooter. We got on scene, we quickly worked with law enforcement, co-located with them under a unified command. We established the perimeters, the hot, cold, and warm zones, and we made sure that no one else could come into harm's way. We also activated our specialized teams, like the tactical and emergency support teams, to work with law enforcement in force protection, in ballistic vests and helmets, to go in and collect patients as needed. We had a total of 7 patients. There were 4 males, 3 females, all adults ranging from 23 to 54 years old. Tragically, 2 of those 7 individuals did pass away at a local hospital. So when firefighters got on scene, they rapidly treated, triaged, and transported these individuals to really render immediate medical care. We had a total of 67 firefighters on scene. That's 7 fire companies and 17 ambulances that responded. So the point is, we are leaning forward, working very close with force protection with law enforcement to ensure that we address this incident as swiftly as possible. Mostly we had co-located here, and they had scattered in different directions, and then they were starting to be brought to us. So when this was a chaotic scene when we first arrived. We also have to ensure the safety of the fire personnel and work with law enforcement. So we had multiple shots being fired. Patients had scattered in multiple directions. Once they determined that firefighter and paramedics were here, they obviously needed some medical care. A total of 7 people appeared to have been shot. Then we were able to work in a safe area to get those patients triaged, treated, transported with ambulances to a local hospital.
Ready? Here we go.
Hello, my name is Captain Kelly Bernice, Kelly, M-E-N-I-Z, and I'm the in-house Relations Division Kelly.
What are we thinking happened on the night part of the time?
We have a report at around 3:45 that there were numerous people in the park, and then a shooting had occurred. It appears that there were about 500 people gathered. It was an unpermitted event, possibly just gathering, safely gathering in their various cars and parks.
Usually this one family gathering, a lot of people, family people in the park, that would have happened. They always get exotic automobiles and big
Potentially, yes.
The word you're getting, shots start being fired. How many shooters do you think? How are you feeling? Who actually